Hello everybody, welcome to another live stream for My Grauge. Last video we supercharged this truck here, and last time we actually had it running. It's not running right at all. It can start up and it'll run for a bit and shut off. Then from there, when you start back up, it won't throttle at all before it dies. Makes me think there's a fuel issue, and it could be easily a mechanical pump problem or something like that. And also in the last video I did not have a rusty can't even think right now. But yeah, that wasn't rusty last time. But it could be either, to me, it's something to do with fuel. I'm pretty sure about that. In real life cases, it would be a fuel related issue based off the way it acts. So here, I'm gonna go ahead and start it up. And this is, it'll start up. And it'll act just fine for a minute. At some point, it's gonna shut off, and then from there, it's not gonna do too much. I need to get me an exhaust put on this, so we'll do that today too. Everything other than that, the truck always works, seems to work just fine. And I know it does, this gauge up here doesn't do anything at all, so this will show it's empty no matter what I do. And we also got a flat tire on this truck, on the work truck. Usually where I usually park it. You know, I'll have to air up this tire in the front. This tire back here is a really old one. Okay, this one finally shut off. Let's see here. So when I start back up, oh, there it is. Yeah, now it won't actually start at all. So, to me, I feel like that's a related fuel issue. So I'm probably going to end up trying to replace the pump, the fuel pump on here. Which is, it looks just fine in the game. So actually, I might actually try to see if I can get fuel for it. And if that doesn't fix our issue, it's clarified it's probably the fuel pump. But I'm pretty sure there's fuel in the truck, because I think that thing almost had a full tank when I swapped the engine. I go. Just fill this up real fast and then put it in the truck and see what it does. Okay, it's starting to come back out. And today we also will probably buy some tools and stuff for the shop. And probably shouldn't take too long. Nope, it didn't take long at all. Okay, so if it runs and starts and runs for a long while after this, it could actually. I have a feeling, I had a thought just now. I think I know what might be wrong. I don't think there's actually anything wrong. What I thought is, so putting a supercharger on this engine, it's also using a lot more fuel because how much air is getting put into the engine too. And so what's happening is it's causing a lot more fuel to be burnt, and so it's draining the tank on this truck insanely quick. And so it's pretty much just draining the tank within a few minutes. And I might have been low on gas in the first place. Well, that should do. For now, I'm just going to leave that open because the cap is on inside the garage. Very slippery. We're gonna blow through tires on that truck like crazy. So I think I know what I'm gonna do now, knowing that it might be the gas tank. I think I'm gonna try switching out this dash and hoping getting a working dash cluster. I'm probably just gonna buy a new one. So, because most of the junkyard vehicles, they always have a non-working dash. So let's do interior, and let's pick the truck. That actually is interesting. I didn't know they even had another dash for it. I don't think that's right. Dash cluster. It might be. Let's go look at this dash cluster. I don't remember it having a round. Yeah, it's not round. It's square. And honestly, there's a chance that we don't have an option to buy one in here. Let's look in the accessories. Nope. Doesn't look like it. Is that what I think it is? I gotta look at this real fast. I think I know what this stuff. Is this actually what I think it is? It is. I actually like that. Also, I have no clue if it screws in. It might not even screw in. It might just pop in there. Oh, well. We'll buy two, because I'm pretty sure there's another truck that doesn't actually have one, which is the other truck that we work on. Actually, this one doesn't even need it. It doesn't even have the front grille like that. Which I'll probably switch it now. I noticed that because I like this grill a lot better than this grill here. I think, I don't know if I'm right, but I think that was like a later year grill. It's a little less common, I think. So in this video, I guess we're going to try switching that out too. I might just buy the other cluster and see how that works. I honestly don't. Okay, so it is the right one. It's just a different, completely different when you have it as the photo. At least it's different. So there we go. And now I'm gonna get a flathead screwdriver. I remember where I put it. Got one. Got two. There we go. One dash panel out. There's nothing we can even switch on it because on that one we don't even have anything but the dash cluster, so we'll see if this one actually shows us all the gauges and everything functioning. Like this work truck here, the fuel gauge works, but the speedometer gauge doesn't work, and a bunch of other gauges don't work. Yep. Okay, so we got a working gas gauge. No mileage reading because we just got a new one. So officially no longer see the mileage. It's hot. That's what it says right here. Seems to be overheating a bit. It could be possibility we didn't put a coolant in it, but I'm pretty sure I put coolant in the engine. Let's make sure everything's, yeah, that's on. This other one's on. So they're both on. Luckily, in real life, or in this game, you can take it off, but in real life, I don't recommend doing that. I'm gonna put some coolant in it, see if there's a possibility we just don't have coolant. Cause I don't remember putting coolant in it. Which is luckily we'll know if it has coolant or not, because if we don't have coolant, it should either just overflow the second we pour it. We'll just keep filling, which is I'm fine with either way. Well, it's taking it. And we might try buying a new project car from the junk yard. Okay, well, it took all of it. Maybe it won't be overheating no more. Well, not overheating. So we fixed the overheating problem. The truck is running very good, I say, for just getting this fixed up and done. Very powerful and everything else. So we're set with this truck. Now I guess it's time to get a new project car. And from there we'll see what we can do. And then we'll have to get new tires for this truck because we got a flat. Or I'll just air it up and leave it and hope for the best. Because sometimes they seem to go flat and they air them up and they'll be fine for a long time. So yeah, we're gonna take a taxi to the junkyard, load up some cars, and see if we can find something nice. Or probably not nice. There's no cars that are ever nice in the junkyard, but at least something we can fix up. A nice project car. I'm sure I gotta figure out how much money we have, because I actually don't know how much money we have. And after the buy, I'll just probably end the stream because honestly, I just didn't know what to honestly do. Okay. Let's see here. So, and we're also going to be looking for parts. Like, some really good parts that we could take. This is a 204 5-speed gearbox. That's actually not that bad. Problem is, I've already 90% of the trucks I already have all have 5 speeds. This one's a little messed up. Let's see here. And I don't want anything like that. I'm not a big fan of those things either. Only cars I'm really a big fan of is like the Chargers and the Fords. That's about it. This one actually would be, I don't know if I should buy another project truck, but this one is actually not a bad looking project truck to start with. Yeah, it even has a, I actually might just send it and buy this one. I'll think on it for a second. But that one is actually fixable. I could fix that pretty quick. Here's another bike. But I already have one sitting in the shop. Here's the Charger. Engine's not the greatest. The front end is a little dinged up, but it's not totaled. It's just the front end here. It doesn't look like this is too badly messed up, and the engine's not bad. We have all the parts that are actually bad on this engine we have sitting in the shop. Other than the block. I think the block is the only thing that we'd have to buy. And the alternator. The rest we have. The floor's a little rusted out, but that's okay. But the problem is that the fact that this is dented, which means I'm betting the actual body of the car is slightly in a oh yeah, it's been crushed on that side pretty good. And I have fixed them before when they're like dented here pretty good. You can cut it and get a new panel. I honestly have no clue what they cost. Ooh, 13 bucks? Actually, yeah. Oh, no. That's the glass. The blower is 400 bucks, but I'm gonna buy that. It's actually cheaper than new. Here we go. It's missing a ton of parts. I'm guessing it's somewhat, yeah, it's pretty cheap.
Do it quick!
We might. So the trucks we might buy. I think I'm probably definitely gonna end up picking this truck up. Cause it's not even rusted out. It's cleaner than both of the trucks I've ever bought. And the engine itself is good. So there's a lot of parts I can get out of this. And I probably won't even part out the truck. I'll probably keep it and see if I can what I can do with it. This is a fairly decent car. It's a little messed up. The interior is really good though. Really, really good. So we'll see about this one. I might go ahead and leave it and try resetting this. Actually, I have an idea to reset the place without leaving the junkyard entirely. But yeah, out of this would be like the best muscle car option we have. See here if we can pull this. Oh, this doesn't have a seat, so I don't have a way of actually doing what I was gonna do. I mean, the shocks are a little shot on this truck, but I mean, this would be a nice will it run type of deal. See if we can get this thing to run, and then we'll try getting it to drive. I'm guessing it's probably missing a drive shaft, because 99% of these are missing a drive shaft half the time. If it has a drive shaft, that will be actually pretty surprising. When I think that's the drive shaft actually right there. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I think there actually is a drive shaft in this thing. Which is never a thing. I very rarely see a drive shaft in the trucks. This truck would be actually really worth try getting running. And then, honestly, I really wish, like for the supercharged truck, I can lower it. That'd be pretty sweet, make it more of a street looking truck, but I'm also thinking about buying this trainee. Same time, if I buy the trainee, I won't have a project for it. Yeah, I think everything over here is really not the best. And we could use this as a project truck for like, it's called I think the Long Boy Ford truck they have in here. When you get a Long Boy, it has a thing on the back to where you can put cars. It's a ramp you can put cars on and stuff, so we can get the cars from the junkyard and actually drive them to the shop. That's why it won't cost $100 to get towed, which is not a huge deal. I don't mind that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to tow it to the house, because that's going to be a future project we won't be touching for a little while. Okay, take taxi to the house. Make sure it's all in the right spot. Yeah, it's a fine spot. It's actually, because I'm thinking about setting up the kind of shop here for like these small projects here. So I have the garage. I like to have it just for making the money. And then also, by the way, there's no shocks on the front of this truck. It drives really interesting though. It's funny when you drive it, because it'll have moments where you're just bouncing down the road. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the store up over here. I think I might try taking the work truck, because the other truck seems to like doing burnouts on accident, complete accident. I'm guessing this tire is flat, and I probably might have never aired up the other tires. I know I never actually bought these tires. These are all from the junkyard, so it wouldn't surprise me if one of them's bad at least. But I think we'll also get the trailer pulled back. I've had this trailer parked here. This isn't the truck that has a hitch. It's the other one. Because I forgot to move the hitch for that.
Ever went to Steve's pawn shop? I would stay away from that place if I were you.
Huh. I actually don't know what that guy's talking about. I've been actually wondering about that. Steve's Parts. I'm actually thinking about trying to drive over there. Probably not today. It's a long ways away across the map, but I mean, I'm interested in seeing what this is, because he seems to be afraid of somebody going over there. And if I could actually, like, lower my truck. Like, these wheels might not look too bad. Look, because I like the steelies. Let's see here. None of them are really much of a big deal for the racing truck. Actually, there's something I'd like to buy, though. I'll buy 4 of them. So now I got 4 of these jack stands. 5 of them. At least we got a 5th one. That was, by the way, completely an accident. I don't know why. I just went over there and clicked it, but I clicked it and bought another one, so that's gonna just work out that way, I guess. Let's see, there's a bag of sand. In other word, cocaine. Now we're set. Just gonna go ahead and leave it with that. Next video, hopefully this place will be cleaned up a bit. I just haven't had much time to do anything in this game. I'm actually just going to leave them in the back of the bed, because I probably will actually start transferring some of this stuff to the house. But I guess this will be the end of the live stream. It's about a 33-minute live stream. Well, everybody that's watched, have a good night.